a lot of stuff is going on with searches of cars based on the odor of weed and marijuana coming from the car. And in most of the state of Florida, if a cop gets a puff of weed from a traffic stop, they get to search you, they get to search your pockets, they get to search your car, your trunk, your girlfriend, your wife, her purse, everybody in the car, everywhere. They're patting you down. They may or may not put gloves on. Let's hope they do. But in today's case, I want to talk about something that law enforcement did that I applaud. I think the troopers in this case did a great job. And for you folks accusing me of only saying negative things, first of all, who's going to watch the news if you're just watching the planes land smoothly? We only report when the planes don't land smoothly, right? In this case, I think the officers did a great job, and these officers are actually pushing things in a better direction in terms of, do we still get our cars searched and our private parts searched and patted down, all because an officer claims that he or she smells weed, right? So let's talk about the Aldama case. Because Aldama, it's a 3rd District Court of Appeal case, and Aldama is driving down the highway and just runs 4 lanes over with no blinker. Rude. People are putting their brakes on. You've all seen drivers like this. You're all wondering, why isn't there a cop around when this happened? There was a cop around when this happened, a trooper. Trooper pulls Aldama over, says, hey, I smell weed. But this trooper compliments, again, mark your calendar, I'm complimenting this trooper, asks 2 vital questions of the driver. Hey, do you have a medical card? I smell weed. No, I don't have a medical card, Aldama says. Do you have hemp in the car? Because nobody can tell the difference between what hemp smells like and weed smells like. And the driver says, no, I don't have hemp in the car. Well, then get your ass out of the car. I'm about to search you and everything around. What they found was not drugs, apparently. They found firearms that Aldama was not allowed to have. Aldama was basically a juvenile at the time and got charged with possession of a firearm and the ammunition and all that crap that comes with firearm charges. And he did a motion to suppress, and they said, hey, wait a second. The trooper testified at the motion to suppress that they cannot tell the difference between marijuana and hemp and all the things that we defense attorneys are going to ask on a motion to suppress. And there is some case law from the 6th District Court of Appeal which says that the odor of cannabis alone should not allow law enforcement to search your car anymore, because we got legal stuff going on. It's not just automatically illegal. And that's why what this trooper did in this case is so interesting, because the trooper just bypassed that whole argument. All this debate that we've been debating, right? Can you search on the odor of cannabis alone? Do you need more, etc.? This trooper asked 2 questions and throws the whole crap out the window. Court said that we don't need to even talk about whether the plain smell of marijuana supports probable cause to search this vehicle, because the trooper's questioning of Aldama eliminated the only lawful explanations for the smell prior to the search. You see those key words? That the trooper's questioning eliminated all the lawful explanations for a search. What did the court say? Court said, we're going to keep these felony firearm charges. We're not overturning this, because based on that questioning, the totality of the circumstances provided the troopers with probable cause to conduct an automobile search. At minimum, folks, things should head in this direction. I still don't think that there should be the odor of cannabis linked to searching your car forever and ever and searching everybody. But that's the unfortunate state of the law in most of Florida. I think what this trooper did is great, and the courts should recognize this. And I'm going to back out of this, and you know where I'm going with this, which is I want to say that this Aldama analysis should apply to situations where a cop doesn't ask those 2 questions. What are the 2 key questions again? Do you have a medical card? Does anyone in here have a medical card? And do you have hemp in the car? And if you are not asked these 2 questions when a cop smells weed and searches anyway, I think the court should overturn it and say, look, cop, you didn't ask these questions. You have not eliminated the lawful explanations of the smell prior to your search. So that's a very interesting case. We're going to keep an eye on this to see if other courts start saying the same thing, that you can't search without these questions being answered. I'm just throwing it out there. It hasn't happened yet, though.